God is taking you to a wide and spacious place. He's going to enlarge your territories. Here's the key. With greater influence comes greater giants. With greater blessings comes greater opposition. Greater favor comes greater persecution. If He didn't harden you to difficulty, you couldn't withstand what comes against you. Even now, if you look back in your life, some of the things that you face today, if you would have faced a few years ago, it would have caused you to live worried, upset. Now it's no big deal. You know God's fighting your battles. You know no weapon formed against you will prosper. You know this too shall pass. Why is that? You're growing. You've gotten stronger. Your faith has increased. Your expectancy is greater. Your trust at a new level. The things you've been through, I know they weren't fun. They weren't comfortable. But it wasn't God just making you suffer. They deposited something on the inside. Everything you've been through was necessary for where God is taking you. If you don't understand this, you'll live frustrated, fighting everything you don't like, bitter over who did you wrong. God, why did these brothers throw me into a pit? God, why did that company file the lawsuit? God, why did I have this setback? That's just going through it. Discouraged, upset. That's what most people do. But I'm asking you to grow through it. See it as an opportunity to show God what you're made of. To prove to Him that you'll do the right thing when it's hard. That you'll keep a good attitude when you feel like being upset. That's developing your character. That's proving to God that you're ready for the fullness of your destiny. When things are taking longer than we thought, could it be we're delaying what God wants to do? We're waiting for Him to change the situation, but God is waiting for us to change. We're waiting for Him to remove what's uncomfortable, but if we'll do the right thing when it's uncomfortable, then God will change things. Think about David. He was anointed to be the next king of Israel. Prophet Samuel showed up at his house, chose him over his brothers. A remarkable moment. But David didn't go to the palace. He went back to the shepherd's fields. You can be anointed before you're appointed. Like Joseph, you can have the dream, but there will be a time of testing, a time of proving to get you prepared for what God promised. This is where we can get discouraged. God, you anointed me. Why did you send me back to take care of these sheep? David could have complained, could have slacked off, but out in the shepherd's fields with no one watching, he kept being his best. He's a king with a big dream. What's he doing? Shoveling sheep dung, protecting the animals, closely watching over them. He had his slingshot ready. If a wild animal came, David was there. He nailed it. Never dreaming that one day he would use that same skill to slay a giant. David had to prove that he would take care of those sheep before God would allow him to take care of his people. Don't despise the small beginnings. Don't slack off because you're not getting the recognition. Nobody's celebrating you. You're in preparation. Keep passing those tests. Being your best. Serving when no one is looking. Doing the right thing when you're not getting the credit. God is watching. He sees your faithfulness. He sees how trustworthy you are. How you have that spirit of excellence.